Johnson, bit of a cut serve right there. To the backslide and a swing brought up by Johnson, still kept over the tip. Now Ebner, and that block is out, and that is how this match comes to a conclusion.
New Haven will now get a chance. They go through Bussey, but it's brought up. Holly Adams' shot. It was a roller. Hit right at Rios. Now in the middle through Coronas into the triple block and down for a point. Eusebio claiming it.
The high pop-up serve. Bridgeport in rhythm, and Rosa. Well, that's all too easy when you can get that ball up on a platter for her. Will be again Rosa. Line drive serve. Stanislavitis, big back row swing, but dug up. Rondon out of the back slide, gets it to go down. Sincox gets a good pass off, but McCarty is blocked. Well, we're going to go to the distance here.
Set out to this near side. Kennelly down for a point, and that's how this third set comes to an end at 25-21. As it'll be Lee to go. A floater pretty deep. Mueller can only touch it across. Now the back row swing from Lee again. Right there is Rebecca Italiano. More on her in just a minute after this point as Visick sees that go wide, and now for a point. Rebecca Italiano is the reigning Northeast 10 libero of the week. Averaged 7.63 digs per set in 3 matches last week. Right now coming into the night with a little over 6 digs per set, which is good for first in the conference and also 8th in the nation. (15-9) to the Chargers. A couple substitutions being made in, checking in Mira Wallace, or at least back in, as well as Kathleen Benson. We're having a check at the scores table as well. Now we're good to go. Line drive from Wallace. Not the cleanest of passing, and Lee will just hit out of the back row. Set in the middle, and Benson gets that to go down off the tip. Kathleen Benson, 9th in the Northeast 10 hitting percentage-wise at .259, averaging about a block or kill and 3/4 per set. 5th in the conference in blocks, so she'll apply her trade more at the net this evening. 15-10 Chargers. They've done a good job getting out to an early advantage. Peterson to the back row, but that just goes a little bit long. Catching the paint on the basketball court. And yes, we're only a couple of days away from basketball season kicking off. More on that when there's times. Kennelly, the tic-tac-toe, and a net violation goes against Pace. Trying to see who had it on the near side. I think it was the number 12, and Lecker touched the net on the block. Nonetheless, the block shot would have went out anyway, so it would have been a point and a kill for Kennelly. But 16-11. Miramina to serve, and an overpass coming in Pellizzeri, doing the job there and putting it down for the kill. 138 kills now for the grad student from Seaford, New York, hitting over 200 this season. The 4th in the conference in blocks with 92, and 3rd in solo blocks with 22 of them. Been a nice addition to this New Haven team. Near overpass that time, but Pace able to get it up, and down for a point is Benson. Not the cleanest of passing, but able to find the corner. And a side out. It'll be Macy Danker, the senior from La Vista, Nebraska, to go. The set is to the outside. Peterson might have been deadened a little bit through the block, but she finds it down for a point. Alexis Peterson has only played in 44 sets coming into tonight and averaging about a kill per set at 47, but has shown herself nicely this evening. That would be her second kill of the night. And the swing is down for a point. The siding out for Pace. They'll need to run a couple of serves off in a row here. Like I mentioned, first in the conference in aces as a team. They'll need a few of them here. from Sydney Lecker. The swing from the near side, Canale, just a rolling shot, but it's able to find enough. The open space between Fontenette and Lecker could not corral it and get it up on the second, so New Haven signing out. And they'll be happy at this stage in this set to trade points. They don't need another huge run. They'd like one to close things out. A net violation going against Pace, not the cleanest of first passing there. Bryn Moore on the sidelines, just nodding her head a little bit. Doesn't seem too phased by how our team is performing, despite New Haven having a 7-point lead here in the first set. Bump sent out wide to Fontenette. Now Lee, it was a tight angle shot, but it hit off the top of the block. Not a bad go of it. Fontenette again off the side of the block and down for a side out, and a couple of Pace setters getting ready to check back in. Carver and Mueller. And Carver will go back to serve. It's a float to this near side. Mirmina waited to the last moment to see if that was going to go down or not. And it ended up, she decided to play it with no passing intention there either. It's a bit of a break for Pace. That would have been just about going out. The back set to Pelzeri off the top of the block. Again, unsure to see if that was going down. Now Canelli on the back row, rolling shot, but Italiano read it perfectly. And Fontenette right to Mirmina, but could only put it back over, so second chance coming. New Haven now weathered it. Lead to the roller, and that catches the line. Little bit of topspin there that was needed to find it. And a good side out. Kristen Lee with her 4th kill of the night. Canale right behind her with 3 kills. New Haven 4 points away from the first set. The back set to Fontenette, caught the tape, and a good job from Rios just to keep the point alive. The set is wide to Fontenette, and a big swing, but even a better read from Lindsey Kim to keep it alive. And now we're going to have a stoppage in play here. Pace was calling for the pull. And the referee, Young Park, is going to ask for both the lines persons to come over to have a second look at it. As Kern Moore and the entire Pace bench was calling to see if that one went wide. They stopped that point in the middle, so let's see what they do here. And they are going to rule it wide. So an overrule by our up official, Young Park, who's a very experienced up ref in his own right, taking control of that point. Is also now Megan Canelli's going to go over for an explanation, which will pause the proceedings just for a moment. Interesting that our down referee was right on there, but didn't make any call, maybe because he was screened. But nonetheless, cooler heads do prevail, and Pelzeri checking back in. And Claudia Fontenette, a freshman from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, going back to serve. 2.5 kills per set. Nice freshman campaign for her. Back set Bussey. It's a line drive off the netting. Point stays alive. New Haven are halfway through celebrating, but they regain focus enough. Big swing from Leeds dugout. Now New Haven with another chance here. Lee off the top of the block. This time there's no doubt about it. 22-16. Peterson will check back in. New Haven quick to react for that, as they thought a couple of exchanges before it was down off the block. But they kept their heads alive and on a swivel. And the kill from Lee was enough. Set to this near side for Marchino. Mirmina with the dig. Peterson blocked down with the touch, and it goes for a point. Claiming that one solo was Macy Danker. Danker not one of the usual candidates on the block department. More of a defensive player on the dig side, a little shy of 2.5 digs per set, but claiming it. Not the cleanest of passing, and a violation goes against New Haven. 22-18 now. His pace has closed the gap just a little bit. Set to this near side. Peterson, it was tough angle, but she's going to be able to find it anyways. Bit of a communication breakdown from Pace. And New Haven with the much needed sign out right there. Set to the wide side. Danker off the top of the block. Rios, the back set to Lee. It was hit right at Fontanet. And Lecker gets off the side of the block and down. Sydney Lecker, that'd be her third kill of the night, which is a little bit above her season average, about 2.1 kills per set, hitting also 400. Her and Marchino hitting 400 each. Marchino with 2 kills. Again, not good passing by New Haven, but they're able to get away with his Bussey. Didn't get great contact on the swing, but found the area. And sometimes, if you're not lucky and you don't have anything going for you, and New Haven have won a few of those helter-skelter points, and a second timeout taken by Corinne Moore. Just trying to slow down the Chargers a little bit, as Pace will need to weather out 5 set points. For the set, it'll be Brianna Mirmina to serve. It's an outside in serve and a bit of an overpass, and Pellizzeri. Well, they're going to call the point for New Haven. Violation on Pace, and that's how this first set comes to a close, 25-19 for